relaxing weekend, fun weekend. Just wanted to come back and tap in because you know what today is. Today is Motivational Monday, and your boy Authentic Branch wanted to leave you with something to start your week off right. But I wanted to speak from a personal experience that I had recently, last week, and it just derailed. Like last week was, I don't know, I can't even explain it. You know how you had those weeks where things just don't feel right, where things are off and you just distracted and you just can't focus and get yourself together. Well, that was my week last week, and unfortunately because of it, I didn't vlog any last week. I wanted to grab the camera, grab my phone and vlog. I just didn't have it in me to do, and I didn't want to give y'all anything that was halfway. I wanted to make sure that everything was good. So I just said, hey, let's just take this week, figure out what's going on so we can start fresh. And of course, since this is a brand new week, what better way to do it but also explain to you, why, certain things that happen and whatnot, and how things have transpired, and really, truly, speak on distractions, because that's what it was. I was distracted all week with a lot of things. As some may know, a lot may not know, I've been dealing with some health issues for the last 2 years. Dealing with chronic fatigue, dealing with muscle weakness, muscle soreness, and a number of other things. And I've been, it's the symptoms have been progressing, in the wrong direction instead of the right direction. And I've been to countless doctors, specialists, and we're just trying to narrow it down. So hopefully we pretty much got it now. Hopefully, I do have a few more tests to take, so definitely pray for your boy. But it's been a long time coming, and I have my days where I can wake up in the morning after 8 hours of sleep and feel like I've got no sleep, no energy, no nothing. And I'm in the bed all day. Even me starting up to maybe do some cleaning around the house, maybe cook breakfast for the girls, and then after that I'm wiped out. Like it hit me like instantly, and it's no rhyme or reason for it. So definitely pray for me on that. So that was definitely a big non-motivator for last week because I just wasn't feeling up to it. My energy wasn't there. On top of dealing with that, of course, my girls are out on track out, so I've been spending a lot of time with my girls since they've been out of school, having a lot of daddy-daughter time, which has been great. And it's really been, kind of keeping me centered and whatnot, because my girls are my everything. Anybody who know me, they know that. So, dealing with that, just dealing with other issues in life, and, had, some death in family. And it kind of, took me off guard as well, too. So, like I said, it's just been a smorgasbord of things that's been going on since last week, and really got me, off my game and off of anything. And what I found out is I myself needed the encouragement. I needed the motivation. So I had to go back and think about how I, find strength to come in and motivate you all and, give y'all a good word to go through the week. But I also had to use it myself. So I had to take a dose of my own medicine, if you would say, to try to help me get through these distractions and, help me cope with things and all. But I'm much better today. I'm very good today. And I wanted to just come back strong so I can be consistent with sending, with giving y'all what y'all need. And it's helping me because this, for me, is therapeutic. I love to help people. I love to give people a word of motivation, some encouragement to help get them through, anything they have going on. And we all have something going on. We're not, excluded from any of this in life. But I, just want, people to know that you're not the only one that's going through what you're going through. There are other people, they may be going through similar things that you're going through, and it may be better or worse, but we're all going through stuff nonetheless, and depending on how we handle it, it depends on how we get through it. So I feel strong that, we need a strong support system to get us through those hard times. We need things, systems in place that's going to help us when we get in those distracted areas, that it bring us back, and that could be, a friend, family. Most of what I use, most importantly, is the Bible. I use scripture. I truly believe that scripture bring you back. And because the Bible's filled of everything, you think that you're going through things and it's brand new to you. No, I can promise you can find scripture in the Bible that's similar, or if not exact, to what you're going through. And it was written over 2,000 years ago or more. And so if it was written back then, it's just a new version of it now. So don't think that your issues and whatnot that you're going through right now are just net new. It may be net new to you, but it's not net new. It's just created. It's been around. It's just a different version, So, just keep that in mind. Definitely keep that in mind, but also definitely keep in mind that you're not alone. I may not know you. I may not know everything that you're going through, but I am here. I am here. So, and because I am here and I'm presenting myself and making myself available, know that you're never alone. So definitely reach out, leave comments on videos. You can hit me up on social media, however you need to get to me. And we can definitely, connect and talk, and I will definitely listen. I will definitely listen. I may not have answers for everything, but I can help you get through it in some way. If I don't know it, I know somebody who do. So we can definitely connect and get together on that. But definitely, if you have any distractions in life, and we all do. I mean, you think about your day-to-day. Think about your normal day-to-day. You go to work. If you have children, you have to deal with the children. If you're married, you have to make sure that a good husband, good wife, make sure that you're attentive to your spouse. If you have businesses outside of that, the children have activities, like it just branches off from a lot of things, and it's easy to get overwhelmed, and it's super easy to get distracted off of things that you need to get done. Everything that you have planned may not get done because you're distracted by other things that need to be done. Like I said, distractions come with everybody, for everybody, through everybody, and all. But the thing is to manage the distractions, and that's one of the things that I had to realize last week. That I had to manage the distractions so I could understand where they're coming from, understand how to attack them, and how to just neutralize them and just eliminate them so that I can get back to being me. And so that's one of the things that we all have to do. Distractions come in many forms. They can come through anybody and anything. Distraction can be somebody cutting you off in traffic and, almost cause an accident. Distraction can be somebody on a job, something on a job. Distractions can be your own children, can be your own husband, wife, family member that's keeping you from something, or not allowing you to see the full picture of things. So you have to, understand when you're dealing with distractions, you have to create boundaries, and people have to respect those boundaries. But they will only respect it if you implement it. And so if you find yourself, being pulled away from, important things, you have to check that right then and there, because if you don't, it's going to grow into something that's going to be too big for you to handle later on if you don't, address it right then. I'll give you an example. If you are single and you're out dating, you want to, meet your person, and you're out dating and all, and you spend more time preparing for dates and, going out trying to find people, but you forget you're a parent and you got children, or you have a child, and you find yourself more focused on trying to find that person instead of being that person for the people that are in your life right now. That right there may not seem as a distraction for you, but it's definitely a distraction for your children or your child or whoever that's involved, because they're seeing less of you. The attention that was there 100% with them is being split by something else. And because you're so, tunnel vision on what you want and how you're going by doing it, you're not seeing that, hey, I'm out every weekend, with my friends trying to find Mr. Right or trying to be noticed or whatnot, that every weekend my child is with somebody else. My child is with their daddy, grandparents, at a friend's house, my sister's brother's house. They're always somewhere every weekend. So you have them through the week. You go through your work schedule, you go through activities and all that stuff. And then on the weekends where your child or children may think, hey, we're going to do something fun, they're not, because they already know, hey, we're going to somebody else's house because mama ain't got time for it, daddy ain't got time for it. Those are distracting things. I say that because it's a normal thing. It's exactly as I explained it. Like, you don't see anything wrong with it because I'm with them Monday through Friday. I'm with them every day of the week, and I do this and I do that, and mommy needs time, daddy needs time. Granted, I get it, but your children need time too. Because you think about it, your children are in school for 8 hours a day. They don't see you for 8 hours a day. They see you when you drop them off, and they see you when you pick them up, and they're coming home to do homework, and then they're going to eat dinner, and they might have a little bit of time with you, and then they're going to bed. And it's a repeated cycle all through the week until the weekend comes. And they're like, oh, well, we ain't spend no time with mommy and daddy, and we get to have this time with them. No, you're going to your cousin's house. You're going to spend the weekend with your cousin because I got somewhere to go. I'm going out of town. I'm going to do this. And you have created this pattern to where your children's like, okay, it's always something up. And you don't want to, you don't want to not have a personal life, but you also have to understand that other things are distracting you from your primary. That could cause a wedge if you don't check it. So if it's, hey, I went out this weekend, next weekend I'm taking the kids out to do something, implement that in, children's gonna be okay because they're gonna know that mommy and daddy took time for them. And they prioritize them first versus prioritizing whatever they wanted to do. I'm not calling people bad parents. That is not what I'm doing, because I myself have to balance this, and I'm married and I still have to balance it. My wife has to balance this, and she's, a business she's a business owner, and she works full time, and the girls are into activities, and so we both have to balance. My work schedule is not traditional. I'm on a 2-2-3 schedule, 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, and it rotates every week. So my schedule's not consistent. So we're having to work with each other to figure things out. And so on the weekends that I work, my wife is here with the girls and trying to do her business. So it's a lot going on. And so when the weekends that I'm off, I try to make it count. Or the days that I'm off during the week where I can take them to school, pick them up, I try to make it count, because I don't get to see them. By the time they get ready to go to school in the morning, I'm at work. By the time they get ready to go to bed in the afternoon, at night, I'm just coming home. So I miss the entire day. And if I'm home for 2 days, that's 2 days I've missed my children. I barely see them, as far as like going in the room and looking at them, kiss them goodnight, and I'm out. I see them for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and they're asleep. And so it's important for me to figure out, try to alleviate distraction as much as possible, but understand the difference between a distraction and a necessity thing. Yes, I have to work, so I'm gonna be out of it. I have no control on that. But for days or times where I am available, I have to make myself available for my girls. But that's a choice for me. And like I said, you make the best sound decisions for yourself. But just think about that. Just recognize and identify the distractions, no matter what they look like. Because some distractions are a good distraction to keep your mind off something, or keep your mind or from thinking other things or doing other things. But there are distractions that are very negative and very detrimental, and that can cause more harm than good. And so that's why I emphasize that you identify the type of distractions that are in your life, so that it don't take you, left. It doesn't push you to deviate from the things that you want to do, the things that are important for you, whether it be children, whether it be career, whether it be your spouse, or whether, it might be finding that person, because some people can focus more on their career and use their career as a distraction, and they're single and they don't have any children, but they want somebody, but they don't have time for anybody because their distractions is focused on work. I gotta work. I don't have time to date. But in the back of your mind, you want to date because you want to be married, because you want to start a family. And so you have to understand, like I said, identify those distractions. If you're dating, consistently, and you still haven't found your person, identify that could be a distraction. Are you going for a certain type? If you are, try to change up. Think outside the box. If you're married, because I ain't forgot about you married folks, because we in this together. If you find yourself working, and not saying that you don't have to work because you need to protect you needed to provide for your family. But if you find yourself engaging yourself into work, into business stuff, and you can't remember the last time you were home for dinner, you can't remember the last time that you spent time with your wife, can't remember the last time that you actually spent time with your children, or remember the last conversation that you had, that's a problem. You're distracting yourself with everything else. But when you come home, it's still business as usual. When you come home, you still have a wife, you still have children, you still have a husband, you still have things going on at home outside of what you have going on in your work life, your business life, your career life. So you definitely have to make sure, hey, if I'm in all these meetings and when I come home, I'm still doing meetings and I've not addressed my family, that's a problem. You're going to create neglect. You're going to create a wedge that is going to affect you negatively if you do not address those distractions. Hey, I'm at home right now. We can talk about this tomorrow. Let's set up a meeting, talk about it tomorrow. Right now, I got family time going on. I have to check in with my family, and it's necessary. Everybody needs it. You need that balance. Your spouse needs that balance, and your children need that balance. They need your time. So, when you look, like I said, when you look at distractions, it could be a whole bunch of things. If you have an idea for business and you start telling people your dreams and your visions and your goals, and you're thinking they're trusted people, they're gonna rock with you, they're gonna support you, but their distraction, that negativity comes in. Well, that's gonna distract your mental. That's gonna distract your thought process, because you're gonna start questioning yourself. Am I really cut out for this? Is this really a good idea? It was a dumb idea for a business anyway. I'm glad you talked me out of it, when it really wasn't. They're talking you out of it because it don't sound good to them. But it may be everything. You could be throwing away $1 million idea off a 30-second opinion. Let me say that again. You could be throwing away $1 million idea based off a 30-second opinion that costs you everything. Do not do that. Do not allow people to talk negatively about something that you are passionate about. Because what's going to happen with that is it's going to distract your thought process, and it's going to put so much doubt in you that you're not even going to want to do it. And you're going to question your ability to whether you're even capable of doing it. And you know you are. And so when you get around like-minded people that's encouraging you, you're looking at them sideways like, that's a dumb idea. I don't even know what I thought about in the first place. But it was a good idea. It's a great idea. Don't let people distract you. Don't let their words distract you. Don't let it get into your mental where it can cause any type of distraction. If, like I said, I'm going down everybody's aisle because I want you to understand what distraction looks like. If you're single and you're tired, if you're a single guy, we go talk to the men real quick. I'm talking to you. If you're a single man and you are tired of dating the same type women or attracting the same type women, recognize what that is. Recognize why you're attracting these women, and understand why it's not working. Why are you so, hooked on these women? Like I told my brother that she can be a bad one with a body, and all you looking for is body, pretty face and a body, and that's the first thing that comes to mind. Oh, she bad, I gotta bag her, and you do, and then you find out that she's insecure. You find out, oh, I'm just a pretty face. I ain't cooking. I ain't clean. I don't know how to take care of no house. And in your mind, look, I need a woman that's going to help me, that's going to hold me down. You just got a pretty face and a bad body. That's all you got. That you going to have to pay maintenance on. You going to have to make sure that she's laced in everything that she needs so she can continue her image. But she ain't got nothing. She has nothing to offer you. But that's what you wanted though. Versus you getting to know a person. Hey, what do you have to bring to the table? This is what I have to bring to the table. Can this work? And I'm not saying go out there and just find any woman, because that's not going to help you either. You need to find the right one. You need to understand that, hey, I want these values in a woman. I want this in a woman. Go and find your own based on what you want. And then if that matches and they want the same thing that you want, explore it. But don't just go out here, oh, she bad, I'm gonna take care of her. Because the first thing you did is made two mistakes. One, you chose about her looks and her body. And two, you said, I'm gonna take care of you. They go hold you to it. They go hold that light to you. Oh, you said you was gonna take care of me. You'll get my hair, my nails done. You go buy me this. You go, pay for me and my girl night. You go pay for this trip. You said you was gonna take care of me. I take care of you. You take care of me. And see how much that costs you. Tell me how much that costs you. It's gonna cost you a couple racks. That's what it is. It's gonna cost you a couple racks and a lot of headache. I'm telling you. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Because I know there are men out there that they desire to be married. They desire to have children and start a family because they want different. But you have to understand, don't be distracted by a cute face and a bad body and then they don't have the qualities that you want. Women, I'm coming down your aisle too. Women, do not be distracted by what that man can do for you. Let's run that back. Don't be distracted by what that man can do for you. Because what that man can do for you, you can do for yourself. You can pay your own bills. You can get your own hair and nails done. You can buy your own car. You can do all those things for yourself because guess what? You work. You're successful. You can buy all that. Think about what that man can provide for you that you don't have already. Can he provide stability? Can he protect you? Can he encourage you? Can he uplift you? Can he listen to you and really listen to you and help you navigate through anything that you got going on? Think about that. Yeah, he look good. He smell good. Dressed nice. Got a nice car. Successful. What is he looking for? Is he looking for arm candy? Or is he looking for a wife? Think about that. If you are wife material and he's looking for arm candy and arm candy only, you're not for him. If he can do things for you that you ain't never had done before, and that all of a sudden just amazes you, because I ain't never been treated like this before, that's a distraction. Because he's giving you exactly what you want to get what he wants. And if he's doing all this for you, and you're putting all this in, but he ain't working. He ain't got nothing going for him. But you done moved him in the house. You done said, oh baby, everything I got is yours. He's spending your money. And when you come home, yeah, he gonna have that bathtub ready for you. He gonna have dinner ready for you. He be ready to rub your feet and talk about all your problems because he has to stay engaged in order to get what he wants. But let a real problem come along, he ain't gonna be able to handle it. I'm telling you, distractions, they come in all different shapes, sizes, and forms. Be alert. Be on the lookout for it. And I say all this, and sorry, not sorry, I really don't care if I hurt your feelings, but it is the truth, and you know it. We can get so distracted with everything in life that we forget the important parts. One being us. You forget who you are. You forget the person that was happy because you're trying to look for happiness in other things and other people that you forget all about. I'm happy all by myself. You forget that I have value. I forget that I have standards because other people, other things distract me. Believe me, I've been through it. And everything that I've told you, I've done. I've allowed distractions to change my whole perspective of things in my younger years, before I got married, which led me to my wife, because I got tired of going through the same thing. I got tired of attracting the same women who wanted the same things. They didn't want me. They wanted what I could offer. I had services to offer. I could help you with things. And that was the space that they were in at that time. They weren't looking for love. They weren't looking to settle down and be committed. But I was. And because I acted my part, they didn't. I got scarred. And I had to be sick and tired of being sick and tired of the distractions. Because there was a lot of distractions. Oh yeah, she got a cute face. She got a nice body. Oh, she will look good on my arm. I know I got the baddest. That was me. Because that's what I wanted. That's what I thought I wanted. But I wanted all that and a wife. And I couldn't distinguish the two. Because I got one and I didn't get the other. And I was good with that. Until I realized that I deserve more. I deserve better. And I prayed and I prayed and I cried and cried. And God started to change me. He started to change my perspective on things. And he started to show me, identify these many distractions. This is why you can't find the woman that I already have for you, because your eyes are always over here. You're looking for this. You're trying to check off your own personal checkbox of who you think you should be with. When I've already destroyed it so many times that you just keep recreating it. The woman I have for you is protected over here, but I'm not even going to show you who she is until your eyes are ready. Until you are ready. Your eyes are ready and your heart is in the right place. And when I started to align in that on God's plan, what he had for me, I found my wife. He gave me a snippet, and people don't believe me when I tell them this, but I had a dream one night, and I seen my wife's face before I even knew who she was. But the crazy part about that dream, I didn't see her eyes, like her face was just blotted out, but I seen her smile. I can tell you the exact outfit she had on, everything in that dream. Say probably about a month or so later, I'm on Black People Meet, because that's how I met my wife. Online dating. I'm on Black People Meet, and I came across his profile. And when I seen that picture, I froze. Because the image that I had of that dream that stuck well with me, that face was clear. And all I see, like that smile, the outfit, I lie to you not. It was a pink top, and she had on some black and white casual jeans, casual pants. I never forget it. And her hair was curled. Never forget it. And when I seen that picture and that smile caught me, and I seen those eyes, everything was in full vision, I said, that's my wife right there. That's my wife. There she is. And I pursued her. I did. You know, and let history repeats it. Well, I can say repeats itself, but history writes itself. We've been together, was this 25? Next year, March of next year, we've been together 10 years. March, we got through 7. So we've been married 7 years now, 9 years together. And we keep rolling. We got 2 beautiful children. We got 2, beautiful girls. Well, yeah, 2 beautiful girls. We had 3. Check out the podcast. You'll understand who Kenton Branch was. To find out about our first child. I'll explain all that. Definitely check that episode out. It's gonna be dropping Wednesday. But so all together we had 3 children. We had a boy that we lost, and then 6 months later we got pregnant again, and we had Carrington and Corinne. So it's Kenton, Carrington, and Corinne. And my son was first. Like I said, check the video out. You'll get the full story on who Kenton Branch is, how all that went down. But to get back to my point, I had to overcome all of those distractions from all those women that I thought I wanted to find who I needed. And God, like I said, God already had them for us. So God already has everything that you need. But he's protecting it from you because you're not ready. Remove those distractions and start to begin to be uncomfortable with things that you don't like, that you haven't been through before, you haven't experienced before, and allow God to show you. Allow him to identify these distractions so he can remove them from you. But when he removes them from you, don't try to get them back. Don't try to run it back, because you're going to find yourself in that same spot. I'm telling you, it worked for me, and I know it can work for you. Identify those distractions. I'm telling you, and someone's gonna listen to this and they go say, man, how in the world are you in my head? Because everybody's distracted by things. Shoot, I'm in my office right now, And I'm pretty sure something can happen, a noise can, come, and the house is settling or something like that, and I'm gonna look and see where this noise is coming from. We easily distracted by noise, everything. So, but I'm gonna wrap it up for today. But like I said, definitely do some soul searching, identify those distractions, and learn how you can eliminate them so that you can get everything that you want out of life without distraction and have so much peace, so much happiness, and so much clarity. I promise you it's the word. I promise. But I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow for Tell It Like It Is Tuesday. This is your boy, Authentic Branch, and as always, keep it authentic, baby.